Hello dear friends, brothers and sisters. So this is the 7th video in our series, and I hope that we are progressing towards this state of absolute happiness, or better words, unconditional happiness. So continuing from the exercises that were given in the 6th video, overcoming personal karma, this particular video is about, we are going to call it, the title is the spiritual heart, right, or your spiritual heart. So before we understand the spiritual heart, we must understand the etheric body, which is the second body not discussed previously. So if you look towards the sky, and it's everyone's experience that you can see small gray type grainy matter in the sky. That actually is ether, or called prana, right? And in Sanskrit, the second body that you have is basically the pranic body, which is about less than 1 centimeters from your physical frame, and it is all around you. Now that is the pranic body, or what you may call the etheric body, is the one through which communication occurs with the other higher bodies. So so far scientists say that there are about 23 billion cells in the human body. So there must be about 23 billion nerves going into each single cell, right? So you see, in your etheric body is what the ancient Indian sages, the Hindu sages, actually called as nadis or nadis, right? But the English term would be pranic nerves or prana nerves, or the best word with which sort of you can come in touch with is psychic nerves. So your etheric body has got 23 billion psychic nerves going into every single nerve surrounding it, because your entire nervous system is surrounded by these psychic nerves. Every single nerve is surrounded by the psychic nerve of the etheric body. Now this you would have heard, and even if you go on the internet, you can look it up. In the etheric body, how we actually communicate, how thoughts flow, how feelings flow, we will cover that in our next video. Basically there are 7 psychic centers. These are also known as chakras. You can look up that diagram. I'm not going to go too much into the detail of that, but I just want to cover 3 of these psychic centers. The third one, which is about 2 centimeters behind your navel, is called the solar plexus, right? This solar plexus is like an inverted brain. In your brain, the gray matter is on the outside and the white matter is in the inside, but where the solar plexus is, the white matter is outside and the gray matter is inside. And basically what the solar plexus is doing is, you see, when we talk about plexus, there are 7 plexus in the human body, in the physical human body. And what is plexus? There is junction of actually nerves coming together. So at these 7 plexus, at these centers where the solar plexus is where communication takes place with the estil body. And also this is the center of pranic energy or psychic energy in your body. A small exercise, we are sitting here near a fountain. When you go near a fountain, you really like that noise. So what happens is that your solar plexus actually picks up that noise, right? Or if you touch a tree, the solar plexus will start filling itself with energy. So this is the solar plexus. The next one, which is the title of this video, is the spiritual heart. One day science will discover this. Many great sages have actually experienced that. I also have experienced that. You see, this is your 4th psychic center, or the 4th chakra, right? This is actually located about, if I take these 2 fingers and I put them here where my chest is, so this is your physical heart. So 2 digits or 2 fingers to the right is basically located the spiritual heart, or you may call it the etheric heart. Now it's called spiritual heart. Why? Because this is the one which connects to your higher bodies and is the source of flow of your thoughts and your feelings, right? Let's talk a little bit more about it. Let's take the example of a fridge. How is the fridge working? Basically, there's a pump, right? And the pump is moving back and forth, the piston moves, and then the gases are circulated, and so cooling and heating is taking place in the fridge. But who is powering the fridge? Not the pump. You see, when you plug it in and electricity flows, which is coming from a power station, that's basically how your fridge is working. So similarly, think about it. How is your physical heart actually working? How does the physical heart know that it's got to beat between say 70 to about 90 times per minute throughout your life, and it's in every human being? So who is supplying actually that intelligence, that energy, right? And the other thing is your liver has got 27 functions, your stomach, when it expands and contracts, when you eat hard food, soft food, it knows, you look at these 7 hormonal glands in the human body, they are secreting these hormones. How do they know what level of or amount of hormones is to be secreted? So basically all the major central functions are actually controlled by the spiritual heart. The spiritual heart is the driving force behind the physical heart. Okay, then when we come up a bit more, then here's the throat. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but this is your 5th psychic center, right? And then between the 2 eyes is your pituitary gland. This is the 6th psychic center, and then the one which I want to really cover in this video also is the 7th. If you draw a line from here, you see, from my eyes, and then from my nose, if I draw a line, it intersects here. So about 1.5 centimeters inside is basically the pineal gland. Science is still discovering how the pineal gland is actually working. It basically works on light, and it has that melatonin, and this is your body clock as well. When light comes in, it becomes active, and that's how you wake up. And when it is dark, it's not that active, and that's how you go to sleep. So that's how your body clock is working, how you go to sleep and how you wake up in the morning. But the important thing is this, that this pineal gland, which is the 7th psychic center, which is located in the etheric body, the two are actually interconnected, right? And this is the source which is connected to your mental body, from where the thoughts are flowing. So I just wanted to give you an overview, because into our next video we are going to actually look at that how actually you can absolutely destroy these negative impulses which come into you. And what we are going to discuss in the next video is probably something new for mankind and very interesting as well. So I hope that I have given you an overview about these psychic centers, about the etheric body and the spiritual heart, and will continue from there. And I am really very thankful to you from my spiritual heart, for listening. Thank you.